Hey all, welcome to John's Model Making. Today I've got Agoras Apache helicopter. There we go. We're working on this beauty today. We're going to be completing pack 8. Ooh, yes, quite a bit to it. Not as much as pack 7, so hopefully the video won't be as long. But we start off with the PCB, we got the remote control, and we've got a machine gun to put together as well. Excellent stuff. As well as all those fiddly missile crates for the decals. Well anyway, without further ado, let's get on with the build. Okay, let's have a look inside the box. Here we have stage 58 PCB, 59 is the remote control. Right, let's get the PCB in place. Okay, stage 58, one PCB. Okay, that's the PCB. Looks perfectly good. Yeah, you can see there's a bit of flux there as well. Right, we need this little beauty. Just got to watch out for the antenna. Move them cables out of the way, and we can sit that just there like so. And I'll get the KP screws out. Okay, now we got it balanced nicely. Let's pop that just there. There we go, that's the 4th KP screw. There's a PCB. We'll connect all the cables up later. That's stage 58, let's have a look at stage 59. Here we have stage 59, we have the remote control. There we go. Yeah, not a great lot to it. I don't think there's a battery in this anyway, it's another coin cell battery. There we go. Easy with a screwdriver. Right, we need a CR2025 battery. Oh, I don't even have a battery for it. I thought I had, but I've got the CO232 batteries. Pop that in there. We can go through the functions. Number 1 is power on off, then cockpit lights on off is 2. Well, it says on here cockpit lights, engine start, engine shutdown, is an FCR radar, yeah, MTADs, chain gun, and missile. Excellent. We can't fire it up yet anyway because it's not even connected to anything, the PCB. Anyway, that's stage 59. Let's move on to stage 60. Okay, here we have stage 60, but I've also found the decals from stage 58, so I'll pop them to one side because we will need them. Okay, let's get the parts out. Okay, those are our parts. With these storage hatches, we have got the replacement green lenses as well for the nacelles that we need to pop in place. So we have 60H. This is a storage hatch. It will fit just here. You can see the shape of that. That will go there. That is quite a loose fit, that. So probably better off gluing that really. But that's that in place. Now 60J, which is this piece. This has an L on it. That goes just there, like so. Yeah, I think that is clicked in. Yeah, I don't think that will need glue. Very reluctant to use glue. There we go. Right, on 60D. Which will go onto here. There we go, and then we have this piece which has an R on it, and that will go just there as well. Yeah, I think there we find them. That's the storage hatches in place. Looking cool. And then we have 60F and 60G as D shapes. And that will go in there. There we go. We don't put that anywhere yet, keep that to one side. Don't think we actually fit that either, but we do need to fit one of these green lenses. One is spare. So this little lens will go into this vacant slot just here. I think they must have given us the wrong one previously. There we go, that's the green lens in place. Yeah, there we go. Popped a little bit of oil on it as well for helping in, because it was a bit of a toughie. That's just a spare one. Well, there we go, that is stage 60 completed. Here we have the parts for stage 61, assembling the M230 machine gun. What do they do? Let's get the parts out. There we go, those are all the parts. 61A to 61U, we have PP, LP, GP, EP screws, and there's a bearing as well. Excellent. Okay, to start off, we need 61D and 61B. There to go together. The middle section goes in there. That is a loose fit, so we'll pop a little bit of glue on this, just there, just there. There we go. Give that a second. Okay, up next we need 61p, which will go into here. This is the magazine, or part of it anyway. Yeah, that fits just there, like so. It is a nice tight fit, that. So we'll leave that like that for now. Then we want 61U, which is the LED. So unfurl this. Okay, right, let's see. This goes, should go in to this gap here. Okay, now we got 61U in place. Make sure it's like that. Yeah. Now we can put 61C over the top, and that will go. There's one peg at the back and one peg at the front. There we go. That goes just like that. So you must make sure you get the LED sat correctly. Now we need to dress this cable in around these two screw points, just there like that. Well, not screw points, just pushing points. There you go. Get it dressed like that, and now we can put 61p over the top. There we go. That piece falls off now. It will go back on, no problem. Back in place. Looking rather awkward. Oh, quite fiddly, I should say. There we go. Brilliant. Okay, I think we'll give that a quick test. Got the tester here. This has an R on it. That will plug into there. Let's see. Should light up. Yes, there we go. You can see that, alright. Excellent stuff. So we know it works. Brilliant. Okay, just pop that to one side. For now we need 61L and 61Q. That fits into there like so with an LP screw. Brilliant. Now we want 61M. 61M. Right, yeah, that's better. Pop that into there. Brilliantly. There we go, that's 61M. Okay, make sure this 61M meets. So it's like that. Yeah, there's no gaps or anything. Alright, now we want the gun back. Now we need to fit the cable through there, like so. And then bring this around, and the little peg on there will fit onto that hole there that you can see. And line that up. That will fit onto there. Right, now we press that in place. We must make sure we get these arms in place, so we can pop in a couple of PP screws, one on either side. Okay, let's get the first PP screw into here. There we go. That's the machine gun in place. Yeah, excellent stuff. Okay, so next we want 61J, which is this piece. You can see one end has a larger hole than the other. It will go from here to here, and we need two EP screws, which are these small silver screws. I think we're going to have to put the screw through here first. There we go. Awkward to say the least. Next we want 61G, which is this piece, and that will go across there to there. You can see it fits inside of here. There we go. And fits on to there again with EP screws. There we go, that's 61G in place. Next we want 61H, which goes at the back of the gun here. There's just a little slot for it. That presses into place like that. And then we want 61F, which will fit on the side. You don't glue this, whatever you do. A little slot there for it. There we go. That's 61F and 61H in place. Next we have 61F. That end there fits into there, and that end fits into there. On there like so. Yeah, I better have glue in this. Yeah, because it's going to be really fiddly. It keeps coming out. There we go. There's 61F. It is just pressed in place. Here is a very, very tight fit here. At the front that was easy enough to get in. But that is 61F in place. Okay, 61K is this little piece. That will fit in to here. Again, it's going to be really awkward. It's not. Let's see if we can press it down. It does go there. Yeah, like that, but I think I'll have to glue that. Can you see that? There you go, 61K. I just put that to one side for now because we need 61A and 61A, and that will go into there like that. I don't think we need to glue that at all. Right, now we need this bearing. Okay, the bearing goes there like so. There we can feed in the cable, the machine gun in place, and we can screw this in place with a GP screw. Get that like that. That will go there like so. Yeah, it's all falling out of course. Get the GP screw in place. Pop the bearing back in. One GP screw. There we go, that's perfect. Right, and all we've got now is the little clamp for the cable. And the clamp goes at the back here. There's two little pegs. Push the cable down. Just like that. Excellent. So there we go, there's our machine gun. Excellent. Yeah, that was rather fiddly, I must admit. But it looks absolutely brilliant, I must admit. Yeah. Some tight fittings and some tiny little screws. Well, there we go, brilliant. Okay, so then we have stage 62. We'll get the parts out. This is building the bottom of the display base, which has already been completed. So we have got some missiles and some crates. These need decals on. You've seen these missiles added before with the little details on either end of them. So I'll get these in place and I'll show you in a sec. There we go, those are the details for the missiles. Go on here and here. Those are the decals for the missile crates. There we go, those are the missile crates and the missiles with all the decals on stage 62. Let's move on to 63. Okay, now here we have stage 63, assembling the missile crates and parts for the right avionics bay. Right. So there we go, those are the parts, 63A to 63G times 2. The crates again I'll do off camera. You only need decals. Right, let's do this avionics bay. Okay, first of all we have 63B, which is this piece, and the 63D. It will only go on one way of this. There we go. There we go. Luckily it didn't snap. Right, need to get the hinge in place with these SP screws. Okay, so the hinge will go in that position, like that. Yeah, get it the right way around. There we go, like that, and get the SP screws in place. There we go. That's the hinge in place. Excellent. We don't need that. There we go. All we need to do now is put the decals on these crates, and 63 is complete. There we go. That's that stage completed. Crates are done. There's the avionics bay. Excellent. Right, let's move on to stage 64. There we go, stage 64, assembling the brimstone missiles and parts for the right avionics bay. There we go, 64A all the way to 64K times 4. These little details go on these missiles again when we put them together. So the first thing we need to do is 64B, which is this piece, and 64E. One peg is bigger than the other, so you can't get this the wrong way around, and that should just press into place. There we go. Oh yeah, excellent. Right, there we go. It has gone in place now, no problem whatsoever. There we go. Yeah, brilliant stuff. Right, we have the missiles. Okay, we have done these before. Basically that will go there like that. It's a bit of a loose fit, and that little piece will go into that hole there, and that little square one will go into that one there. Yeah, that is a bit of a loose fit, that one. Let's see if any of the others. Oh, that's not bad. Anyway, right, get these in place. So this one's got a little bit of glue on it. Get the right way around. There we go. And then this one in the front. Touch of glue. And there we go. Do that with all 4. There we go, folks. That's stage 64. All the missiles and decals. Yeah, these parts we'll use later on. Right, let's move on to stage 65. Okay, no, stage 65, assembling the right avionics bay and the ammunition bay door. There we go. Those are the parts. 65A, that piece, and then we have 65H, which is a clear lens. First thing we need to do is take this clear lens and pop it to that position just here, just like that. That just presses home, and then we want this little piece, 65G, and this will go into here, just like that. Not sure if that's going to hold, but there we go. Same 2 pieces in place. Now I want 63B, which is this piece that we put together earlier. That will go here. It matches up that way. There we go. That's where that door goes. Okay, pop that to one side because we need these pieces now. 65C, E, B, F and D. Now these 2 pieces, F and D, will go like that. Right, looks like I'm going to have to glue that into place. Okay, that should have dried off by now. There you go, that's that piece in place. Now I want 65B, and that will go there because it lines up with the holes. And once we've glued that, we pop this hinge on the other side of 65B there. All the holes line up perfectly. Just needs sometimes, yeah, that's been a little bit bent, I think. Need to straighten that, and then 65C will fit there like so, like that. Now I'll get all these glued in place, show you in a minute. There we go, that's all them pieces together exactly like that. That's how it should be. So there we go, that's stage 65. Let's move on to stage 66. Here we have stage 66. We have a step ladder. There we go, 66A, which is this piece, 66B, 66C, 66E, and those 7 are 66D. Okay, so first of all, we need 66E, which can go in there, and then we want 66C, which will go into there like so, and then we've got all these 66Ds that go along here. Now I think we'll have to glue these as we're going along, and then we can pop the other one on top So I'll get some brush on glue on these. I'll glue them in place and show you in a sec. There we go. That's each of the steps in place. Well, let's see if we can manipulate this. There we go. Squeeze them together. Maybe I can glue that back a piece. There we go. At least the steps are in place anyway. Yeah, it was rather awkward, I must admit. But yeah, I just need to glue that piece there. That'll keep it all together then. Oh, there we go. That is the step ladder. Excellent. I glued the top here and this back support piece here, all glued on one side, and there was a little bit of glue on the other side as well. But there we go. Rather fiddly, but yeah, there we go. Use the brush on super glue. Turner grey, yes. Excellent. There we go. That's that stage completed. There we go, folks. That's pack 8 for you. Stages 58 to 66. Excellent. Brilliant stuff. There we go. There's our first step ladder. Yeah, it's cool, I suppose. There we go. And there is the fuselage. Yeah, with those hatches on. Yeah, storage hatches. And the PCB, of course. Yes. There we go. Brilliant. Yeah, it weren't too bad, this pack. A lot of decals again, some missiles, but everything is hunky-dory. Yeah, the remote as well. The remote looks pretty good. It's got protective film on it as well. But the beauty is the gun. There we go. The machine gun. That looks really cool, that. Excellent stuff. Quite fiddly, but it's done. Completing. There's obviously parts here that we haven't actually used as yet. Like this piece. That must go in here somewhere. Yeah, probably there, I don't know, but anyway, we'll find out later in pack 9 hopefully. I hope you did enjoy that anyway. If you did, give us a nice big thumbs up, and hopefully I'll catch you next month. So thanks for, well, not next month, it might be a week after, to be honest. Trying to get this done as quick as possible, but it might be a couple of weeks before I do the next pack. It does take quite a while, but anyway, thanks again. Bye for now.